Hi everybody, Michael here, and today what I would like to do is to present what we are planning to release in early 26. But before we do that, and you see it in front of me anyway, so it's not such a surprise, but before I do that, I want to talk about why we're actually doing this. So originally when I put together the first Lobster holder, I essentially did it for me, because I didn't like what's on market and I didn't really want to spend hundreds of dollars for something that's essentially destined to hold a film flat that just sounded stupid. So I made one for myself. And it worked so well that I figured, I can give something back to the community and ask my Discord folks whether they would like to try it. And what we realized pretty fast is that it's actually kind of okay, and they do like it, and I might try to start selling it. And I thought myself, like, if I'm gonna sell 10 units, I'll be more than happy. But what happened afterwards is it really picked up, and we are now selling around 10, 15, 20 units per week, which is awesome. However, the first thing the first note that we are getting from our customers is that it works okay or works nice, but it's really hard to set up, especially if you don't have a dedicated copy stand. Because you either need to make one or buy one, and that's actually pretty expensive, or just use a tripod and pretty much set it up every time again and again, and align everything, and it's kind of pain in the butt. So we were thinking how to kind of tackle that. And it took me, I think, 4 complete redos and probably tens, maybe even 100 iterations. And we got to this, which we call the Lobster Hoarder All-in-One, which is a super original name, as you can tell. But I'm really, really happy about how this turned up. So it works in a similar way. If you ever used a large format camera, you will be familiar with kind of the workings of this. Essentially, it's not vertical, it's horizontal. It's not vertical because I didn't really want to be liable for anybody putting their Hasselblad, on top of my holder and then tipping it over and ruining the whole thing. So I thought to myself, like, if I'm gonna to make something like this, it needs to be horizontal, so that I don't need to think about how to make it sturdy enough, and how it needs to withstand obscure setups that you guys have. So this is what we came up with, and it's super easy to use. Essentially, here's your camera, surprise, surprise. Here's your film, and what you do is you turn up the light, and the first thing when you get this, when you start before you start scanning, you need to align, all the stuff. So you attach your camera, you raise the film plane, and then you essentially need to play with your zoom and your distance to film, and you do it very easily on this rail or this aluminum profile. Once you are happy with that, you use these couple of screws to make everything not move, and that's about it. You take a picture, move your film, don't use bare hands, use a cotton glove as a sensible person, take a picture, move again, take a picture, and you're done. The great thing about this is, once you have everything put together, you can just take out your camera. There's a tripod mount, I don't have it here, just for the sake of this video, and just take this whole thing and put it to a drawer, and it stays set up as it is. So next time, you come back to scan your film, you just take it out, put in your camera, and you're done, and you can start scanning right away. Now, what we also have is, of course, as with the original Lobster holder, a couple of formats that are usable, or a couple, I would say all of them, including the ones that we don't know yet, because it's kind of easy to put together. So here's your simple 6x6. We also have, of course, 35mm. We're gonna have a holder for slides, for X-Pan, and for your wide formats for 6.9. Pretty much anything you can imagine. And yeah, that's what we have. What I would like to show you now is how to operate it in a bit more detail and how to actually put it together when you receive it in your mail. All right, Now we're gonna take a look at how you actually assemble this thing and how you use it. So after you receive your box and unpack it, unpack your nicely packed holder in a recycled paper. Not that we care about environment that much, but it's because we're cheap. This is what you will receive. So let me guide you through how you assemble this thing, because some assembly is required. It's super easy to do, but since it all looks kind of weird, we thought that it might be easier to actually show you on a video. So the first thing that you will see is the CS light. It will come in its own original box. You will unpack it, put it aside for the moment. The first thing that we will do is attach this aluminum rail to the film base. So if you've ever played with kids' toys, the ones where you put your square to the square hole, you will be able to do this. You essentially attach this to the only slot that's there, and then you will need to use an M5 Allen key to tighten this screw. So I have a special long one so that it looks nice on the video, but feel free to use whatever you have. If you live in the land of the free and don't use millimeter norms, you can use your hands as well. It's not that hard. Now we have this. What will also come in the package is a tripod screw. So you will put it here, and now you'll attach your camera. I think it's much easier to attach your camera right now, because you will save yourself a bit of nuisance down the line. So you have your camera, you have your tripod mount. You will just screw your camera to the camera base. You don't need to tighten it just yet, because we will adjust the camera later. Now we have this, and now we'll come to this thing. So it will come packed like this. This is your holder base, and this is your essentially what is a lens hood for this holder. So let's just call it a hood. You will take it away, put it aside, don't need it right now. Now what's important is to put the base on with this bolt facing the camera. Don't put it the other way, because it won't work. Put it like this. Now you have your film base on. Then you will take your light and just slide it into the biggest slot that's there. Then you will take your film. These are the film inserts that you put your film in. It's super easy. Every insert comes with a label that tells you for what format it is designed. You will put your film in through the slot, find the frame that you want to scan. Please use your cotton gloves. Don't be an idiot like me, and don't manipulate your film with bare hands, because that's how you get fingerprints. And you will slide it in just in front of the light. Now the third thing that you will do is you take your lens hood and just put it to the only remaining slot, and that's it. Now for the fun part, you need to align everything. So the first thing you will probably want to do is to make sure your lens is perpendicular or parallel with the aluminum rail. In case you use a heavier lens, or your tripod mount is a bit off center, what you will also get in the package is this lens support. Again, super easy to use. You will just put it on your rail and support your lens like that, so that it doesn't sag, like this. If you need to adjust it up and down, there is this barrel that you just screw in or out, and it will adjust its height. Now once we have that, what you will need to make sure is your film plane or your picture or frame that you're scanning is actually fully visible in your camera. So by looking at the camera, you will unscrew these two screws and loosen everything up, and then you can move the whole thing, the whole assembly up and down. Once you're ready, or once you're happy with that, you will tighten everything back again, and you're done with that. Now, last thing that you will have to do is make sure that the frame that you're scanning fills the whole sensor of your camera. So what you will have to do is to move the whole film base front and back and focus your lens at the same time. Now, the reason you need to focus your lens and move the film base at the same time is most of macro lenses have some focus breathing, and so once you focus, you will need to readjust your distance from the frame a little bit. It takes a bit of back and forth, but after a couple of tries, you will have that. And once you're happy with that, you will tighten this screw to make everything tight and solid. Once you're happy with all of that, you're ready to scan. So let me demonstrate. I use a 13-year-old camera which still uses these cable releases, so I will screw that in. Turn on the camera. Of course, if I would be doing for the real, I would adjust my exposure and my aperture. Once I'm happy with that, I will take the picture, move the film, take the picture, move the film again. And I would continue for the whole 12 frames for that. Now, once you're done, the only thing that you need to do is remove your camera, or not, that's totally up to you, and just take the whole thing and put it on the side. The great thing about this is that once you have everything set up, you really don't need to move it again. So you can take it out of the drawer, put it on the table, put on your camera, put in your film, and you're ready to scan. And that's it. Happy scanning.